A quiet Sunday evening in Madrid was shattered on January 18th when a high-speed passenger train derailed, leading to a catastrophic collision with another train on an adjacent track. Sparking a massive emergency response and bringing rail services to a grinding halt. The incident unfolded in the early evening. The high-speed train, packed with hundreds of passengers, was traveling at significant speed when it reportedly lost control. According to the first reports from railway officials, several of its carriages jumped the tracks. In a horrifying sequence of events, the derailing train then slammed into another train that was approaching from the opposite direction. The sheer force of this impact was devastating, causing severe damage to both trains. Multiple carriages were left twisted, mangled, and overturned, creating a chaotic and dangerous scene. Within minutes of the first distress calls, emergency services were on site, a coordinated effort involving firefighters, medical teams, police units, and civil protection forces began working tirelessly through the night. The immediate priority was to rescue passengers who were trapped inside the wreckage. Rescue workers had to use powerful hydraulic tools, cutting through the twisted metal and debris in a desperate search for survivors. Authorities have confirmed that a number of passengers were injured in the crash, with some suffering very serious injuries. However, an official count of casualties has not yet been released. As the complex rescue and identification efforts are still underway, the injured were quickly transported to nearby hospitals, which declared a state of emergency to cope with the sudden influx of patients and the severity of their conditions. Survivors' accounts paint a picture of pure terror. One passenger from the derailed train described the moment it happened. There was a loud bang, and then everything started shaking violently. People were screaming, luggage was flying everywhere, and the train came to a sudden, brutal stop. It was absolutely terrifying. Passengers on the second train, which was struck in the collision, also experienced panic and confusion. A key piece of evidence will be the data recorders from both trains, which are similar to the black boxes found on airplanes. These devices will hopefully provide crucial insights into the final moments before the crash. Rail safety experts have pointed out that high-speed rail systems are generally considered one of the safest forms of transportation. This makes an incident of this magnitude not only rare, but also particularly alarming. As one transportation analyst commented, "When accidents like this happen, it raises important questions about infrastructure maintenance, the reliability of signaling systems, and the rigor of operational oversight." In response to the tragedy, local authorities have set up a family assistance center. This center is dedicated to helping relatives locate their loved ones who may have been on board either of the trains. Counseling services and emergency hotlines have also been activated to provide much-needed support to the affected families during this incredibly difficult time. We're in the middle of our report, and if you find this channel's coverage valuable and want to stay informed, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. 2. It really helps us continue our work. Now, back to the latest developments. As the rescue operations continue, officials are cautiously warning that the final casualty figures could change. The situation remains fluid, and the full human cost of this accident is still being assessed. Alongside the rescue efforts, engineering teams are facing the monumental task of clearing the massive amount of debris from the tracks. Officials have indicated that it could take several days before normal rail services can be fully restored in the area. 2. This tragic incident has deeply shocked the nation. It has also reignited important public debates about rail safety standards and the effectiveness of emergency preparedness protocols in Spain. As the country waits for answers, the immediate focus remains squarely on supporting the victims and their families, ensuring that there is accountability for what happened, and learning the necessary lessons to prevent such a devastating accident from ever happening again. We will continue to monitor this story as it develops and bring you the latest information as it becomes available. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to help us keep bringing you important stories like this one.